All right.
Way too many rules.
Exactly. Hello, everybody. I'm Mia Voss of the Mia Connect. Welcome to the latest edition of the Social Media Power Chat. Today, it's Black Friday. Let me give a little shout out for it. You guys know how I love my sound effects, so we're making it happen today. Listen, same as last week, look how fabulous and crowded my little panel is down here. I've got 5 small business owners. They go from coast to coast, and I'm right in the middle here in Denver. So I'm going to go through and shout everybody out. First, I want to talk about my girl, Beth and Davies with TheCraftstar. Welcome, darling.
Thank you very much.
I am going to clap for everybody. F that. I said I wasn't going to, but now I am. Next, I have Claudio Bruno over on the other side of the country from CalliopesAttic. Welcome, darling.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I've got Jeff Huiras. Did I say it right, honey? Jeff Huiras?
Yes, you did.
And Jeff is in Seattle, so back on the other coast. Well, bam. I've got Ray Perret, and he's with Dofahn out of North Yarmouth, Maine. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Last and certainly not least, and one of the most fabulous, I've got Rhonda Green from SteamPunkBeadery out of Chickens. Oh, I did the wrong noise. Here we go. All right, guys, so as you know, the focus of the show today really is about think big and shop small. I'm sure everybody has been watching the news that it's bat crap crazy in each of their towns. When I got up this morning, the first thing on the news wasn't about traffic on the main thoroughfares. It was traffic at shopping malls. Did you guys see that as well?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was
out of control.
Nutty McNutbag, for sure. What do we want to focus on more than anything is not that we're bashing on big box shopping, because as we were saying in the green room, which, by the way, I wish I would have recorded. That was freaking off the chain.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. All my guests, and they're not even drinking. I have already started my mimosa in my Etched design glass, which is that crap crazy, as you guys have all seen, which is also being offered today. We'll talk about that. But again, what we want to focus on is how many amazing businesses are online that you can get anywhere, and you can still support small business either in your town or across the country. What I do want to do as well, you guys, you know how I love to read the comments. Mama loves her comments. So I would love for everybody in the audience to, one, shout out any business that you love. Please ask questions to each of these these online business owners of their products. We're going to talk about that, but we're going to shout some of them out. So let's start first with our audience, because y'all know how I love you. Lance Fields, my brother from another mother, down in New Orleans. Hello, darling.
Love
hey,
Lance.
somebody in the audience.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, Amber L is going to shout out. Amber, I am going to talk about that, about the Yolanda Typhoon efforts that Jason T. Weiser and Sean Manaher are manhandling in an awesome way. Here's my other brother up in Canada, Ralph Kaiser. Said something about Preston Odin Brett. Black Friday shopping doesn't have to be just about big box retail. Took the words right out of my mouth. And here's Elvira Gallegos, made it today. Girlfriend's usually working. Hey, girl. Got to have the typical hey, girl. So anyway, I'm going to start now. Let's talk about Bethan, because, girlfriend, you are making it happen with TheCraftstar, and you work with a lot of these folks that are here on the panel. Let's talk about you.
Well, thank you. I love it being all about me, as you know.
My name is Mia, so I know you, girlfriend. Get it.
I think the most important thing to say is that when you're supporting small business, especially if you're gifting for the holidays, you're actually gifting two people. You're gifting the recipient of the gift, and you're recipienting the small business. I can't say that word, it's too early. Small business, I think people have a hard time getting their head around, especially e-commerce, for both sellers and for buyers. TheCraftstar does a lot of promotion for, we are a small business, and we house over 2,500 small businesses. Wow. So our theory on it as we launched was, for them to be successful, or for us to be successful, they have to be successful too. So we're all in this together, and we've built TheCraftstar around that community ethic, that we all promote each other. And if there's one thing I'm really proud of in TheCraftstar, it is that even if they're competitors, if they're both jewelry makers or they're both quilt sellers, they're supporting each other, and that's so important to build your voice as a small business. I think a lot of people have in mind that having your own business is easy street. You know, it's you don't have to go to work 9 to 5. You can do your own hours. it's anything but. You know, you are an entrepreneur if you are running a small business, and it's up to you to be successful. And it's, you know, as far as our end is concerned, it's nonstop. It has been nonstop ever since we launched. I haven't had a day off in over 2 years since planning this out.
Yeah, girlfriend, what have you had, about 2 hours of sleep in the last 48? I'm sure.
Hardly anything. But you know
Look at
what?
everybody's shaking their head. They know it.
It's really worth it. I actually feel, as the CEO of TheCraftstar, a personal responsibility for all of our shops. And it's my job to get those shops out there. If they have trusted us with their business, then I feel that responsibility that I've got to give something back to them. And we do. As you know, we started live sales for small business about 6 weeks ago, and they have just taken off in a way that I would not have envisaged. My background is TV and radio production, so I always knew I wanted moving pictures with a one-dimensional website. But I had no idea what it would do for us. Our traffic and our sales have gone up 30% in the last 6 weeks.
Isn't that amazing? Hey, I'm going to jump in real quick because this is in line with what you're saying. James Fierce, super fierce brother. You got collaboration is the new black. Is that the best line?
It's true. It's really true.
It is. And you know what? I love that, Bethan, because I know I work with a local group. I'm going to shout out Crave Denver is a local women's entrepreneur group, and I'm going to name some of those ladies as well. But the one thing that I really try and foster is that collaboration is the new competition. I know that's probably even overused, but man, if you can get that going, I mean, talk about taking off a load off of saying, you know, there's plenty of abundance out there. I can help support that business and get my own business going, right, guys?
Yep.
I am loving it.
Exactly right.
So, Bethan, tell me about some of the other businesses that are here on the panel that are collaborating with you, kind of, because I know, Jeff, you're the only odd man out, but apparently you're going to be in his fold very soon as well. So, I'm sorry, no, Jeff is. Ray is our odd man out in Maine, so I knew I'd mess up the names. But yeah, tell me about what your relationship is with some of these others on the panel, and then we'll jump in with what Rhonda and Claudia and Jeff are doing as well.
Okay, we have, as I said, over 2,500 small businesses. The reason why Rhonda and Claudia are here is because they're both very vocal, very supportive of the TheCraftstar. Rhonda actually works for the TheCraftstar, so I know she's going to say nice things, otherwise she's not going to get a paycheck. So that's one worry off the list. Claudia is an amazing designer, artist. She's got several shops. One of the great things about the TheCraftstar is you can have as many shops as you like. So Claudia's got a supply shop, a jewelry shop, a cat rescue shop. So she's got a great mix of everything. And Jeff is one of our newer sellers, but has really drunk the Google Kool-Aid, and we've been banging this into our sellers' heads over. We've only just discovered it a couple months ago. Although we've been using Google Plus as a means to broadcast, I had no idea about this G Plus world and how educational it is, how supportive it is. And Jeff jumped in, and he's just in there. And I think it's a great team representation of what we do.
I love that. And as you were talking, sorry guys, I was focusing on you. I was clicking on that. Hey Claudia, speaking of, and I love it that you have so many different elements to your business. Show us your blingity blang jingle jang you got wearing today, honey. Don't you have a fabulous necklace on? And for some reason I can't see it, but I know it's showing. So are you showing your necklace?
You see it?
Okay, if you guys can see it, please tell me. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my God, honey.
I feel like I'm flashing everyone right now.
Yeah!
And I'm kind of excited.
And
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Do that again.
Wait, lower. Woo! There it is.
It's 5 o'clock
you know
somewhere.
what? Exactly, and now it's a party.
Yes, it is.
We just got shimmied, and I love that. Claudia, now what is your style, like that kind of design? That looks like a little bit of found items and repurposed, maybe?
Exactly.
Ooh, I knew the big words. I'm proud of me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very cool. This is actually neo-Victorian, which is my favorite style. I'm also a steampunk designer, but I use found objects. Like when I walk in the street, I always look down. I never look in front of me because you never know what you're going to find.
Oh, I love that.
So I pick up stuff. Like I found like this rhinestone strip from the 1920s once. It was amazing, so I used it. So I try to repurpose everything, and I love dirty, filthy things. So anything rusty.
I think we got our quote of the day. We just hit our quote of the day.
Absolutely. Rusty, discolored. I love it. I hate anything new, so I just use whatever I can.
Oh, honey,
and it's all about the vision.
Fabulous.
But thank you.
Hey, can you tell us real quick, and we're each going to get into this, what's your heartstring on this? Because you and I have already had the conversation, and Bob Voss joined in about it being also that you are able to give back to causes that you care about, specifically animals in need, correct?
Absolutely. I've been an animal rescuer for 10 years. Nice. And I am very grateful to the TheCraftstar because, first of all, it makes it affordable for us to have a shop where we're not killed in fees and everything. I mean, 100% goes to the animals. We don't make a dime. So because of Bethan, we're really able to thrive and help these animals in needs. And, you know, the animals need so many things. I can't even talk about it. I always say dewormers, vaccines.
Yeah, speak for those who can't and who don't have a voice, right?
Exactly. So Rhonda donated some beautiful items to us. I make a lot of the jewelry and the catnip pills and stuff. It's all about artists helping animals, which is what I absolutely love. Most of my volunteers are artists. And we all make things to help the animals, and I just adore it. That's my favorite part about this. So, thank you, Rhonda.
Yes, and I think all of us are of that mind. We're all like shaking our head because we love that. I mean, that's one reason why we also got into business, is so we can choose, you know, that we can really focus things. I'm going to go real quick. I love this. Lancefield, again, TheCraftstar.com, and all associated with it are building the world in which they want to reside, true spirit of humanity. Oh my God, I can't even take how perfect that is. Nice. We want the funk. Billy Funk says, I thought this was
no way.
All I can say is, have you met me? Right? Shannon Hernandez, the Shan Man, he's down in Arizona. Brother from another mother. Also, he is a DJ down there. We're going to have him on the show. And because I said I wanted people to shout it out, this is Dewey Jones. Shout out for a friend's shop, Smartass Menswear. Well, I like it already because of the name, right? Discount code. So thank you for that, Dewey Jones. So I appreciate that. Honey, yeah, seriously, Claudia, I love what you're doing. Hey, can I just jump into real quick because, not to be stupid, but can you guys explain to me what that steampunk means? Because I don't know.
I do that?
Okay.
Yes, you can, girl.
Get it, girl. Get it. Clap.
The term steampunk was actually invented by a writer. His name is K.W. Jeter. And he did that to describe his retro futuristic writings. And it really just took off into this whole genre. It's not just watch parts and steam-powered engines. I mean, it's Victorian, it's futuristic, it's all of those things combined in one, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it. But you know what's interesting? Until you mentioned just right now when you said about steam powered, I never got that. Maybe because I'm blonde, who knows? But I will say that now it completely makes sense that it's about, you know, again, these amazing mechanisms, right? Like cool stuff that you can just put together. We have a gal, I'm going to shout her out, Andrea Lee Designs, and I want to put her link in here. She's here in Denver, and she does some very cool things. Same thing like we're talking, she's got old brooches that she repurposes and makes into these amazing things that the story of who owned it before is carried with it as well.
Nice.
Which I love. Nice. I need to give a shout out real quick, guys. I'm gonna focus on me. Who is it? Is it designed by Jamie?
Designed by Jamie. Designed by Jamie, and she'll make anything that's stamped, anything that's blown glass. So if you couldn't see that, it's a round disc with back crap crazy.
Hey now. Yeah, with my little tiny bat on it. I've stolen the phrase, and I don't care. Between that and my back crap crazy glass, I'm all about it. So I love it. And then, hey, Rhonda, can you go a little bit further on you, darling? So you're in South Carolina. Tell me what your inspiration has been, or kind of what's your favorite thing to make? If you had your wish list, that it didn't matter what anybody wanted you to make, what would you make and make a crap ton of money doing?
Oh, that's easy. I'm actually wearing it. Let me know if you can see this.
A little bit higher, babe. We need to,
too,
get those boobs out there. There you go. Oh, wow. What is that?
This is actually, I got this base as a present from the fabulous Claudia Bruno, and there are only 2 of these bases because she made one for her and one for me.
Yes.
So this is my favorite style, these Ficino bases, and I could just spend hours and hours and hours playing with them.
Yeah, let me jump in here, and that the CraftStar is small businesses that are handmade. So I call them, they're creative or curative, and they're actually curative and curative go together. So they're handmade items, they're crafting supplies, so like Rhonda has bought things from Claudia's crafting supply shop, and they're vintage. And we have some amazing vintage things on there. And running a vintage shop on an e-commerce site is just as creative as running a handmade shop, because you've got to have your eye out for things that fit in your box and that you're not going to find on every shelf in every household. And I've actually done a lot of my Christmas shopping this year in our vintage shops because I saw things that reminded me of my mom's childhood from my granddad's house when I was growing up, and I thought, that glass set reminds me of Granddad, and he died long ago, so my mom wouldn't have those because he was in Britain. So I bought a set that kind of matches those. And I can't wait for Christmas to show her these things that are like memory blasts, and I think that's the beauty of vintage. What you said is that everything has a story.
Yeah.
Everything has a past. And just to even imagine where these things have been, where they came from, and the story that you're now going to give them as the new owner, I think is just really a lot of fun.
I love the idea of imprint, Bethan, too, like of, kind of the older things on that. Hey, real quick, I want to pop in here because Amber L wants to know, we're going to answer this around how much are the costs for international shipping. So Amber, we'll get into that here in a second. John Tozzi, you're going to love this, Bethan. How can anyone think a show with artists is going to be PG, right? Totes. And this is for you, Ray. I love that. This is for you, Ray, because this is how Ray got on the show, is my brother, Craig Fifield, so hopefully this is showing up. He says, I'm ready to take screen grabs should anyone else like to get frisky, Ray. So that's for you. And I'm gonna segue into the boys now because how Ray met Craig, and Craig's also been on my show. I guess you guys just kind of ran into each other at a conference. Talk about serendipity in a universe, kind of bringing that around. Let me take that off real quick. Is that you guys ran into each other, like held the door, right? And then you just kind of started talking, and of course Craig is very much about the rescue animals and so forth, and then met Ray, and there's a little romance going on there, which I love. Right? And so with Ray's business, of course, it's Dofahn. Let's talk about your business. It's not new things, but it's certainly your same thing as everybody else. Really support local business because all your artists are local, right?
Oh, absolutely. Again, huge shout out to Craig Fifield. And good things start over a beer. And
you're in the right crowd, honey.
So after a conference, we were decompressing over a beer, and come to find out, he's got a website or a Facebook page called Small Dogs Rock, and he knows how to. He is. He knows how to build an audience. I'm just amazed and impressed with him. And it kind of goes back to just reach out to your local roots. Reach out to everybody. Talk to everybody. Bethany did a great job. I mean, she has 2,000 companies working with her. You don't do this alone, you know? And when you help people, you grow. And that's what this is all about. And that's what small business is all about. Just keep helping them. Knock it out of the park. Give what you can to everyone else. And all of a sudden, you start growing. It's amazing.
Can I jump in here?
Yes, please.
With my contentious piece of the day. As you just said, Ray, it takes a village to build a child. And I really have a problem with the likes of GoDaddy, who tell e-commerce.
I'm with you, Bethan. I'm with you.
Okay, thank you. In fact, I got in a little trouble last week confronting them on a show that was live. I think these companies that go out and tell people like me and any seller that it's super easy and super cheap to build a website and have your own brand. Well, that's all well and good, except it takes a hell of a lot of work for you to build the site to make it good enough for your brand. You've got to deal with all the payment systems. You've got to deal with keeping it up to date. That's a lot of man work. And then you've got to worry about traffic. So once your family and your friends have driven through and hopefully bought a piece of jewelry or dog wear, whatever you're selling, where's your traffic going to come from? You know, TheCraftstar spends thousands of dollars in advertising driving traffic, and that's with, you know, a couple thousand shops all pitching in together driving home the same message. If you're a single mom in Montana with your own standalone website, that's not easy. And I've been trying to get out of GoDaddy for 2 years. What is the percentage of their dead shops? So shops that had this lovely idea of having their own front page and having their own site dedicated to them, and who after 6 weeks realized there's no traffic here. What do we do? I don't have the money to spend $2,000 a month on Facebook ads or retargeting ads. Yeah. And I would like to know what those statistics are, because I really think it's wrong to be pimping that as an easy route, because it's really not. I'm not saying that because I want every small business in the world to come to TheCraftstar, although I do. I want them to be aware that it takes a shitload of work to do what we're doing, and one person can't do it.
It really does.
Go ahead. Can I expand on what you're saying, because you make a couple of really great points about taking a village. And for example, at Dofahn, we use at-home stitchers to make our products. So a mom puts her child on the bus, she comes over, she picks up a kit, she goes home and she does 1, she does 5, she does 100, whatever she wants to do. We're supporting that local community. Well, what happens after that is that mom reaches out to her mom and her friends and says, hey, check out this company, Dofahn. They're, you know, supporting me and my needs to be home with my child when my child comes home off the bus. And I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about this.
That's
because
wonderful.
it feels great to us knowing that those people can do what they want. They don't have to be in the corporate world if they don't want to be. They can hang out with their family, and they can still make it, and they can still, you know, enjoy the beautiful state of Maine that we live in. So I love the fact you said it takes a village, because as soon as you said that, I you know, keep thinking of all the people we reach out to and employ and help and work with, and we try to treat them better than we'd even treat ourselves. And next thing you know, I get a call from their uncle, their brother, their friend over in Belgium, and says, hey, I want your products. And then we start shipping all over the place. It's awesome.
Well, it sounds like we need a chat offline.
We do. I love it. I'm going to pipe in real quick, because you guys are really touching a good nerve. EPOF, hi, honey. You are so right, Beth, and e-commerce is difficult to manage on your own. Ben Fisher, he says, hey, SteamPunkBeadery. That's off the cuff. I love that. Ooh. And, of course, you guys know that Ben did have, I can't tell if I have the comment off or not, Ben had the guy from GoDaddy and Hulk Hogan, who has his own web, I think, web hosting. So that was interesting to see as well. So that's perfect. Real quick, Randy Halarski, hey, brother. Down in Panama, he says, Wanda Virgo, that's his mom, needs to hook up with CraftStar, crystals and grids, very cool stuff. So I'm gonna get them on that as well. And then let me see if I can get that off there too. And then real quick, back on that again, Ray, you have a really unique product that I love. That is, and if you can hold up some of your blingity bling, we thought it was a song in the background, and Ray has some but apparently it's a dog. It's a little dog. Again, you can tell how the green room went.
I mean, this is one of our designer dog beds, all handmade. Oops, let me flip it over. Got the logo right this time. You know, it's one of our designer dog beds, all handmade right here in the state of Maine. Really thick and comfortable, so, you know, for the dogs. Of course, the perverted people on the group really thought this was a thong. You're welcome to buy it as one if you want.
Right here, dude. That's right.
It's one of our dog bandanas, and what we do is we put a tube right here so the collar actually slides through, and then it makes, you know, a whole set. So, you know, along with that, we do, you know, like matching and coordinated leashes and collars for the dogs. And again, all this stuff is handmade right here in the state of Maine. It's extremely solid and durable, but it's real soft.
Yeah.
You know, this was actually made and designed to go with these two, so you could put them together.
Stop. You know we love that. All the girls are like, woohoo, magic, magic.
I think there's a statistic here that actually matches in with what Ray has been saying as well. As far as e-commerce goes, sellers sellers fall into three main categories. They either have been made redundant due to the economy, so have turned their the funds, I can't think of the word, it's too early, their fun stuff into an income stream. Their hobbies. Thank you. Their hobbies into an income stream.
Yeah.
They're too ill, which is how I started, too ill to work a 9-to-5 job, so they're working from home.
Yep.
Or they're retired and they're supplementing their income stream. So what Ray has been saying, it also fits into that bunch where they want to work from home and have the control. Yeah. So you know, those are very independent people that are going out there and trying to make their splash in the world. But also to all those people, community is so important. And again, it goes back to the village thing, that a lot of these people, if you are ill and can't go out with your friends every night, rely on the community that's around you to help support you emotionally as well as physically to make your things. And I think that's something that's really important, that we built the CraftStar on, around a community that not just broadcasts, but that really cares about each other. And we've actually thrown off shops of the CraftStar because they were just bullies, and they were just acting inappropriately for what we're trying to build. And I have gotten so much backlash on that kind of, for me, closing down shops. It's unheard of for a new business to say no to shops. But I don't want that negative energy. We've got a great group of people who support each other, and I'd love to bring Jeff in here because, you know, he's just started, but he has been amazing for the CraftStar.
He has on that. And hey, real quick, somebody had asked what Dofan's website is, but of course Craig pipes in because he's our little event secretary. He's awesome. So it's dofahn.com. And then I also love, real quick, and then we are going to get to our guy Jeff, our man in Seattle, real quick, Ray has also some really cool bowls. I'm going to be ordering that giant bowl for popcorn. I'm just saying.
Awesome.
Mama loves her popcorn, so I'm going to be.
Yeah, Mia, let me help you out and all the listeners. We actually create a coupon for this show, and anyone that orders off our website, the coupon is MVPC for Maria Voss Power Chat or Most Valuable Power Chat. And,
I love it. MVPC.
MVPC. It's a 10% coupon. Just put it in the discount code, and you and the listeners here get 10% off.
Oh my God, I love it. And I know our boy Craig, who, by the way, is going to be on Chef Dennis's Chef. So shout out to Chef Craig. I think James Fierce and a couple others are going to be on right after this show. So after we're done, head over to the other must-see HOA. Now listen, let's talk about our other man. That's my favorite. Pulp Fiction. My man in Inglewood. My man in Seattle. Is the man, and I'm going to hold this up real quick again. The other day, and I don't know if you guys have ever watched that show Cougar Town, but you know she had that big glass named Big Carl. That pretty much fit like an entire wine glass. So, Greg was like, look at those things. I'm like, right? So, Jeff, tell us about Etched design. And, yeah, Bethan's right. I mean, you're new in with the group, but you've got some cool stuff. You guys had that great live show the other day. It's awesome.
It's been fantastic, you know, and it's the same thing. We cannot do it without Bethan and the CraftStar.
Right.
I'm pointing your way, hopefully the right way. Yes.
It's what pushes, you know, small businesses, whether you're the stay-at-home mother, whether you're the retiree. She's absolutely right, because there's no other way that you can get your product out there. And Bethan went on a rampage, and I'm going to back her up because I am one of those people. I own my own website.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Bethan, by the way. That was a really great point.
I've spent the money. Okay, I can tell you that most people that do this type of work can't afford to throw the cash I threw out at over $1,000.
Oh yeah.
To get everything, and it's not up and running because I don't have time to do my product and do my website because of the hours. There's just no way. And so this was the great opportunity for me to be able to keep my product out there, get it selling, and be able to get that income stream. And
cheers, Bethan.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely is, because for these small businesses, there's other places you can go, but they don't help. How many people get to talk to the CEO of any of these companies?
Right, nobody.
By the way, Bethany is CEO. That's right.
Yeah, you get a generated email. I mean, that's what you get back if something goes wrong or you need an answer.
You bet.
You don't have people like Rhonda at your fingertips in a chat room that you can say, hey, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. Those things are invaluable. Okay.
Yes.
And for the mother at home, for, you know, the person that has the ability that needs to make a few extra dollars or generate a new income stream because they've lost their job, the economy's still not perfect yet. It's fantastic. And I mean, it does. There's no way I could sit, believe this or not, on this farm. Okay, I'm on a farm, and I love everybody here because they support animals. I support horses. Okay, I help support, my company supports nonprofits with glassware to auction off for horses, for rescue horses and stuff.
Thank you so much for that. And being in Colorado, there's such a need. I think people just don't realize that these are beautiful animals, that it is not easy. So thank you for that. I just got to shout that out.
Oh, it's fantastic. And I feel privileged to be able to do it for them, you know, and have the ability to help. You know, and sometimes they just want some product they can auction off to help buy grain or hay or you know, something, and it doesn't have to be a large amount. So people, it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $10 or $2. Everything together helps, whether it's a dog, a cat, or a horse.
Yeah.
But Jeff, you're not talking about your amazing products, including the Back Crap Crazy Glass. You are an incredible artist.
The amazing products. Okay. The Back Crap Crazy Glass, okay? And I have to tell you that we have reworked it. Mia got her own personalized Mia Voss Back Crap Crazy Glass.
Look at me, I'm all giddy, and it's not the champagne either. I'm just.
I have to admit, this was a request that I came up with. I was kind of led in the direction of what would work, put it together, sent it off. Got a couple corrections. We corrected it, and so thank Bethan.
Yeah, girlfriend, did you come up?
It didn't originally have the tiara. I was like, you gotta take that back to square one and put a tiara on that bat.
Right,
I think Jeff is frozen up, at least for me.
I don't know. Can we still hear him?
Yeah, he's frozen on my end.
He is, you know what? And it's a great, look at it, he's all in action too. He's all excited about his stuff too. Beth and even any of the other ladies too, can you talk about some other,
there he goes.
I was going to say, can you, because I want to talk about your background as well.
Okay.
Because I need one. I'm just saying. That's next that I'm going to order.
What? My background?
Yeah, because you do that too, right? You do these backgrounds.
The vinyl,
I do the vinyl backgrounds. Yes, I mean they're because of the equipment we buy to do this stuff. Did I just lose everybody again?
No, honey, you're here.
Okay. Because of the equipment that we have to do the glass and stuff, we can multi-purpose that. So we can do the vinyl backgrounds. We can do the window decals with outdoor vinyl. We can do wall decals and, you know, some backdrops. It's really unlimited. We even engrave rock.
Ooh,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fun.
It's unlimited. So, you know, for those small businesses, and this is important, and Bethan talks about it a lot, is small business helping small business. Whether you're on the CraftStar, and a lot of people that sell have to go on the weekend to a small Saturday market or a farmer's market or whatever. You know, put your business name out there. Put your website out there, because if they don't buy that weekend, they're going to buy during the week off your website.
Right.
Okay. So let them know where the CraftStar is. You know, put those business names out there, and it's absolutely a great way of doing it. So it was a way of us offering a little bit of everything to everybody. Not just
great prices. I mean, that glass you're selling at $8. I can't put that Back Crap Crazy glass.
Wow.
I mean, that is
Y'all better get on it, is all I'm saying.
By the way,
then take pictures and post them on the next event. Post them on. Let's get that going. Everybody can. I'm going to put that contest out there. Your most original but not X-rated. Use of the glass.
I need to say one more thing, Mia, because
dear. Keep going.
Why I was talking to Bethan yesterday, I kind of got some emails from her and said, look, so I let her have part of her way, but she doesn't know this. They're $8 on the website. This weekend, if you use GIFT as a coupon code at my shop, they're 25% off. So they'll only be $6 for the weekend.
Wow. I like how he slides that in when you can't do anything about it. Bethan, I mean, speaking of which, the reason what he's talking about is that Bethan also is somebody who says, like, hey, this needs to work for you as well. So I love it. Correct. I think all of you guys are of the same mind as well. It's like, I really encourage a lot of the local business owners here. I'm like, we need to be for profit. Absolutely, it doesn't need to be mercenary, but we do need to support that not everybody, that they can do it at a price that works for them. And then what's great is when you do make a profit, you can go back and say, okay, now I'm feeling flush. I want to give money for horses. I want to give money for the dogs. I want to give money for the typhoon victims. Make that money, and then you can decide how you're going to go back. This is me on my soapbox. I'm just saying.
No, that's a really good point.
I really encourage people. I always say that be a for-profit person, and then you have plenty that you can say, I've got a lot to give, and I'm going to parcel that out to how it is. So, and with that being said as well, I want to encourage all of you who are consumers out there of really knowing what value is about. Don't try to talk people down all the time. These small businesses price their things very carefully. They do their math. They say, how much does this cost to make this? And they come up with that. So I do want to encourage everybody to respect the pricing that people have, and don't be a cheap ass, because it'll get on my nerves.
But having said that, on the CraftStar, we're running the Big 4 weekend where pretty much everybody's having sales. So you can go to our G Plus site and our G Plus page, and you can see you can click on our blog, and it'll have a list of a lot of coupon codes. But if you go to any shop, and we've got tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of items on the CraftStar that fits anybody. Pretty much every shop is having a sale this weekend. So go out there and support. We started the doorbusters this morning, and the shop should be delighted. We've had so many sales. And
I love it.
The CraftStar isn't, I think people also think popsicle sticks and glitter when they think of craft.
You stole my line.
So
That's awesome.
far beyond that. It's artisan work. It's like it's stuff that's unique, that you're giving somebody that not everyone else is going to have. That's very affordable, especially this weekend when some of these shops are selling up to 70% off just for these Big 4 days.
That's right.
Bethany, I want to jump in here and just say, we used a lot of duct tape just to get ourselves going, because when you're a small business, you rely on popsicle sticks and duct tape.
You kind of do, that's right.
But once you're going, we have a high quality product, just like you guys. Jeff, put me down for a set of those glasses for New Year's. I'm going over there right now when we hang up.
You got
it. And
I just want to say something real quick.
Call me and cheers me when you do that, okay?
I will.
Can I just jump in real quick? I just want to say something to Bethan. Aside from stay-at-home moms and retired people, there's also a very unusual type, which is, of course, me. And
what do we call you?
No, let's not go there.
Just call it the fourth category, the fourth dimension.
Yeah, the X factor. For me, I'm an animal rescuer, as I said, but I have a very specific type of rescue, which is I take in all the orphan animals that are going to be euthanized because they have no mom. Now, what that means is that I have to bottle feed them every 2 hours, so I can't go to a 9-to-5 job, and I still have to pay my mortgage. So you know what, Bethan? By having this platform, this forum, you are actually helping way more than you think. Because thanks to you, I get to do animal rescue, so I love you. Thank you.
Oh my God, I just got teared up. I'm not kidding you. Like, I love that.
It's true. It's true. What would I do without Bethan? Where would I go? So you know what, Bethan? I love you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing to say. Thank you so much. And I feel so guilty because my animal rescue's tied up in the bedroom because she's such a pain in the ass.
Which, by the way, you guys, I got on a call with Bethan after her show the other day, and each of her cats were like, like right on the couch next to her, like, really? Because Mom's had me locked up in the closet the whole time. Bob Voss has crashed out over here. I'm sure he's going to come crashing in here and do that too. So, you guys, what a great distinction. I love that about the different reasons that people do have why they start their business. I know for me personally, I just can't stand authority. I can't. I'm awful. I'm an awful employee, but I make an excellent collaborative. I love working with people, not for them. So I'm really distinct about that with my social media strategy company, and then with this as a business. For each of you guys too, I'm sure there's a reason for that. Oh, I also hate meetings, so I can't stand anything longer over an hour. So you just kind of have to fashion things how it is. But especially Beth, and I thank you for mentioning that for you too. I know it had health implications, different things, the freedom for children, for your interest in things like that. I think that is really important as well. So thanks for encouraging small businesses on that. Give me some other great things, and then we're going to go back into pimping out how cool your stuff is. Ray, if you want to if you guys want to hold more things up, flashing, I'm all about that too. But give me some more.
Rhonda, don't flash.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah, don't say that around here.
Yeah. Well, wait. Apparently, Craig will probably take a screenshot, so we got that going for us. But hey, guys, give me some more information about what it takes to be a small business owner, especially something that's online. Somebody said jump in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make Rhonda talk because I love that Southern accent.
Okay, yay. Well,
I'd say between yours and Claudia's. Go ahead.
Oh, I know. Well, actually, it takes a ton of work. Like Bethan said earlier, everybody thinks, okay, I'm just going to load my stuff up and everybody's going to find it. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. You have to. Yeah. You have to put the work in and get those things listed and all of that. But we go by a 70-30, where you spend 70% of your time, no matter what that time amount is, producing your product. And that other 30%, you need to spend that time self-promoting. You need to get on Pinterest. Google Plus, yes.
Oh, drink that.
Google Plus Kool-Aid. Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're best at. My advice has always been to our shop owners. They say, well, I don't have time to blog and Pinterest and Facebook and Reddit and da-da-da-da-da. Pick the few that you are very good at and spend your 30% and go at it as hard as you can and do it honestly and genuinely and be yourself.
Oh,
agreed. Yeah.
When you're selling your product, you're not selling your product. You're selling you. You're selling a piece of you. Everything that goes out your door is part of your heart, part of your inspiration, your creativity, and people just don't like fake. There's too much competition for that nowadays. So it's really important. We put a lot of effort. We have a team that works pretty much nonstop promoting our shops. This week has been insane, right, Beth? And I mean, it's just been crazy busy.
Yeah.
But we encourage them to take the steps to get themselves out there. It's a team community effort.
Hey, you're talking to my passion, and when you talk about be yourself, there's a book I read probably 4 years ago. It's called Blue Ocean Strategies, and it talks about how to create your own niche. I recommend to everybody out there, grab the book.
Writing it down.
Blue Ocean Strategies. It really just talks about, if you go to Etsy and you search dog beds, you'll find 5,000 dog beds.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But you won't find any where we do matching throw pillows for the couch. You don't
never heard of anything. You're absolutely right, Ray. Yeah.
And that's what prompted us. Let's find our own blue ocean. Let's find our own niche. And you just nailed it. Be yourself. We love doing something that's special. We love doing something that's handmade and made here in America. And you're right. I don't want to compete with fake. There's too much out there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think as a site, the CraftStar's Blue Ocean is our live broadcasting.
I do too.
Because of my production background, I've worked in TV and radio production for over 25 years. Before we even launched the CraftStar, I knew that moving images was going to be part of the whole CraftStar vibe. And we have been doing live shows for probably a year now, but we only started live sales for some small businesses 6 weeks ago. And I think I've already said this, or maybe it was in the green room, that our traffic has gone up 30% in sales and traffic and sales, 30% since we've started these live sales. About an hour after we got off air, the first one, I got an email from Google congratulating me on being innovative and to step out of the crowd and do something different for small business. And these are great opportunities because I did some consulting for Home Shopping Network a few years ago, and one of the things that came away from me is there's $3 billion a year being spent with people sitting at home watching moving images, and that's only on HSN. That's not considering the whole, you know, QVC and the whole advertising industry. Right. So I know there's people out there wanting to see this, and we've got, knock on wood, it all comes together, but some really exciting stuff to announce in January about where this is all heading. And we're doing we do them every Wednesday night. We're doing 2 specials this afternoon, so please go onto TheCraftstar.com and click events at the top of the page, and you can see who's on and when. And we're doing 3 extra shows on Monday. And they're a great way to get to know the people behind making these things. That's what I love, is that you see these beautiful handmade quilts. Who's this person that put all this together? It's amazing, and they're all... Everything has a story. These people are just fascinating to me. I just absolutely love this side of it.
Hey, Bethany, you and I should definitely connect. There's a company called Clixolate that's letting you take images and make everything in the image clickable. And you and I should definitely connect because they've got a pretty amazing product coming out. They're testing it on our site right now, and we're just being blown away by it. So definitely, let's you and I connect after this and see how we can help out each other.
I think that's the other thing is
in action. I love it.
As a small business, you always have to be open-minded. You can't say, I've never tried Google+, so it's not going to work for me. You're just wrong.
And you can't say it to us or on no. We will dog shame you so badly. It's not even fun.
And the people here, you know, you learn so much about business. The Mark Traphagens, the Ronnie Binsers, the Ben Fishers, the Dustin Stouts. I mean, it can get overwhelming with how much you were taught by being part of these communities, but they are giving us invaluable advice on their own time, from their hearts. You know, it's the same kind of principles that we built on. They're working as part of a community to help everybody else, and they're putting a lot in, and we're getting a lot out. And you know, that's what we're trying to put in as well, as far as our small businesses are concerned, and it's so appreciated. And those, I actually kind of find it funny that we keep seeing on Google Plus all the statistics about how great Google Plus is. How do we transfer that to Facebook so those Facebookers can see what's going on over here? You know, if we're seeing these posts, we know it. We've got to now spread that word outside.
I love it. You know, and thank you guys. Thank you for, and of course, Bethany, mentioning all of our guys that we love. We're such hookers for all of our guys and girls that we love on Google+. I've never had such a learning curve and interaction as I have on Google+. It is pretty amazing. I mean, it has been exponential for me. I have my presence elsewhere, and again, now this is great too, Rhonda, of like, pick your couple, and I coach people on that too. Just pick your couple and really work that. And for you guys, obviously, because you have Shiny, Pinterest is great for that. A couple different places, and then I mean, you can really work that and build your brand, build that niche again. And that, Ray, that's really resonating with a lot of people over here on the event stream about the blue ocean. That is something I think we all should do too. My niche is being irreverent on Google Hangouts apparently, and loving to talk about people who I think are kicking butt in business, and that's why we wanted, and I have to thank Bethan for this idea. We were doing a little hangout, again, because nothing about love about Google+. I've really never done that on any other avenue except for Google, of like, oh, girl, let's get on a call together. Let's get on a hangout together, and then you get that.
And you don't need makeup, but
you don't. And you can be a hot mess.
But you know what I want to do? I want to do one day. I want to see what everyone wears from the waist down. Because when I know I'm on camera, I have a top.
Let's not go there again. We've been there already.
I think it would be really funny. Yeah, I'm wearing a nice top. I'm wearing jewelry. I'm wearing earrings, and I'm wearing the most beaten up sweats you've ever seen in your whole entire life.
Everybody stand up.
Yeah, everybody show their pants.
Now what happened? Ray and I are the odd man out.
Oh yeah, Jeff doesn't have anything on. That's my whole thing.
No, actually, here's a quote for Mia. Mia, what did I tell you the other day?
Oh, I don't know. That was 3 days ago. Oh, what did I say?
That I would have my Wranglers on.
You did say you'd have one. I'm so sorry, I forgot. Here comes Wrangler. He's one tough customer. That's all I got to say.
Jeff, was that a whip I saw? Was that a whip there in the background I saw?
And probably etchable.
Ray, why are you the one that noticed that?
Not that there's anything bad with that, too.
I meant to put mine off camera. Sorry.
Funny.
I love it. All right, guys, so we're going to, because I can tell we're also back crap crazy for so much, I'm going to get the back crap crazy started now because I want to hear what each of you have to say about businesses you're crazy about. I still want to open it up for anybody that's got things to shout about. I mean, we're getting so many good comments. Ben Fisher, speaking of which, I know we got a big crush on him. Craig's posting a lot of things too. I apologize to the one guy that I just removed you from the event because you kept posting too many things that weren't really related. So my bad, but let's stick with the small business on here just for today. So I'm going to start with Bethan. Honey, give me a couple back crap crazy. Person, place, or thing.
Well, I'm back crap crazy about all the sellers on the CraftStar, and I respect you so much. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you so much. And I hope that you think we give you the support, the help, the education, and everything else that will help you succeed as a small business. And I'm really back crap crazy for Rhonda, Heather, and Kim, who are the main team on the CraftStar. Who put in so much work, especially for this huge weekend that we're doing. And I'm really thankful to everybody. I'm just thankful for the CraftStar. I really am. And I'm thankful to you for giving us this opportunity to let people know that these small businesses, I mean, some of them literally rely on sales to put food on their plates.
I'd say all of them, at least for at some point. I know it ebbs and flows for a lot of folks. Like when you put out a lot of money into the business to invest in it, I've done it for myself and my own time. It does. It keeps people afloat, right?
Yeah, it does. And you buying something from a small business rather than paying the same price for something that's manufactured, you're actually helping somebody buy their children Christmas gifts. I mean, it's literally that's not. You are. It's not. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to pull the heartstrings. That's literally how this whole thing works. And I'm going to go back in and post the list of shops that are having sales. Pretty much everybody on the CraftStar is having some sort of sale this long weekend or leading up to Christmas. And I would just really appreciate people giving thecraftstar.com a look-see for holiday gifting.
I'm going to do this for you.
Thank you.
I love that. No, that is perfect, and we're going to put that on there too. Okay, next I'm going to go to my girl Claudia, straight out of Boston. Girlfriend, tell me what you're back crap crazy about.
I am back crap crazy about Calliope Rescue, my animal rescue, CalliopeRescue.org. And don't forget, Calliope Rescue Store at TheCraftstar.com. You can get the gift of kindness this year. Everything you buy from the rescue store will come with a photograph of the kitten you are helping. Nice. And if it's a gift, we will also send the recipient a little statement that says that this gift helped a homeless animal. And lastly, real quick, I'm going to be an auntie. So I am crazy. Andrea and Jeff, congratulations. They just told us yesterday that they are expecting a baby, and I am so happy. I love you.
Oh, what a Thanksgiving present. I bet that was awesome. Yeah, that is so sweet. That's so sweet.
Calliope's Rescue catnip thing.
Oh, stop.
All right.
Boss says.
All right.
He must have. He's in the need for that. Thank you so much for that too, Claudia. What a great thing. You guys need to get over. We're going to post it on there. Their website is kick ass. It's so fun. It's eye candy. It's busy and good. Like you're gonna get that Martian squeezy head thing that I do the whole because it's so awesome. So you're gonna love it. All right, I'm gonna move over to Jeff. Jeff here in Seattle, Etched Design. What are you back crap crazy about, my friend?
Well, actually, I'm back crap crazy for you allowing us to do this because you are supporting the small businesses.
It's easy to do. You guys are fun.
What Bethan has put together is supporting all these small businesses that are on the web, everybody that is out there, because without the whole group, we'd be that standalone website that gets absolutely no hits.
Better together, you guys. Yeah.
We would not be supporting the cats, the dogs, you know.
Nice.
And you know, this is one thing. It's my time to go off.
Get it going. Get on. Preach, brother.
Yeah.
You got to understand. I have a business background. I've owned businesses most of my life. And it's really funny, especially on like the CraftStar or any handmade item. I know ladies that make these fantastic quilts, okay? And they put weeks into them. And they sell them for $150, $200. And people say, oh, that's too much. But they go down to the damn big box store and they pay $600 for the same thing made in China.
You know, Jeff, I'm going to stop you. I was thinking about, this is actually what I was thinking of when I was talking about not being cheap, is because you guys had the gal on the other day that made those handmade quilts. And I think people do not get what it takes. So if you do not get it, don't buy it, because I will cut you. I mean, it just annoys me when people.
That's a nice message.
I get a little fierce. You guys need me in your customer service.
No,
Mia will cut you.
You're absolutely right, Mia. You know, as business people, we do customer service is important, but you're buying something made, not machined. Okay, it's really easy to set up a machine and just let the assembly. I'm sure everybody's watched Discovery or History Channel and watched them put ketchup in bottles. You know, the machine does it all.
Right.
That is not what happens here. We touch each piece. You know, we can't afford mistakes. You know, it is a small business. So, you know, it's just, I'm crazy to be able to do this, have a wonderful business, and go into the holidays, and hopefully everybody can be safe and have a wonderful holiday this year.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Oh man, I'm gonna give that a little. Everybody's getting me teary-eyed today. I'm loving it. I love it. And you know, Ray, I'm gonna go with you next, because I know you all of your crafters and all the folks that work with your company and do the products. It's the same thing. It's hands-on, right?
It is hands-on, and we're back crazy just about helping. A percentage of our sales every month goes to a nonprofit. We're doing Sarcasm this month. We're doing New Hampshire SPCA next month. We're doing the, let's do a shout out for the Annual Refuge League of Greater Portland. We're doing a percentage of sales to them for February. Valentine's. We're just crazy about helping, about people that take care of animals and that really just share their own heart, their own home, and their own love with someone else.
Listen.
So
absolutely, no.
That is great.
That is good.
Thanks to you, Mia, for pulling this together. And thanks to everybody in the audience. Go out and just hug your child, hug your friend, hug your wife, hug your daughter. Just you know, just
that's free, right?
That's free. Just enjoy.
Exactly. Yeah. Plus, it's good for you, right?
It's
and you look like you give good hugs. So when I see you, I want to get one from you. I'm just saying, getting in there, hug. All right, girlfriend, Rhonda Green. Girlfriend, what are you back crap crazy about?
Oh wow, where do I begin? First and foremost, I am back crap crazy about Beth and Davies and what we do at the CraftStar. I adore this woman, and she puts so much work into me and my shop, and it's not just me that gets that special attention. You know, it's every single person that needs you at the CraftStar. That's what you get, and that's and in my role working for the CraftStar, I try to represent her that way too. And I just want to say, as far as handmade goes, this entire country was built handmade. You know, when people came here, you know, Thanksgiving shout out, you know, since we're in that holiday, you know, every single home when this country began was handmade. Every single piece of clothing,
what a great point.
Let's get back to our roots and support handmade.
Oh, dang, girl.
Yes.
And how's anybody going to follow? I'm glad I had you last, because who's going to follow up on that? That's boom.
I've been sitting on that for an hour. And also, I wanted to say big shout out to Ben Fisher. You rule, dude. You rule.
Yes.
And I have a coupon in my shop, SteamPunkBeadery.TheCraftstar.com, 50% off BF50 this week.
Wow. Yay, that is awesome. We're gonna post it all here too. Yeah, you guys, we're all crafty. She's crafty. I'm gonna start singing that song. A little Beastie Boys for you too, but that is really good.
Well, Designs by Jamie, who made your necklace, has a shop, has a great necklace, Crafty Bitch.
Oh, I think I need that one too.
Everyone needs one of those, yeah.
Because apparently it's resonating with everybody that Thomas Nelson says promotional code is Mia will cut you. And Lance says Mia goes Street Fighter. So listen, I want to shout out everybody. I'm that crap crazy for everybody who shows up on the show and the audience each week because they know I love them. I love what they have to say. Everybody is open to every single person that comes on the show. Again, Bethan, thank you for the idea of the Black Friday because, I mean, could we not turn it around even more better of think big, shop small than having everybody on this week, right?
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
I'm back. I'm back
crazy for meeting you.
Yes, the universe brought us for that one too. I can't even remember who. I'm trying to remember how we got connected, but it was pretty instant. So I'm that crap crazy for Crave Denver, Bob Voss, Google Plus, all my guests today. Next week is going to be called Mo Money. So we're going to move from shopping to Mo Money, and that's going to be with Randy Hilarski and Billy. Bring the funk. We want the funk. And that's it for our show today. We have to add all those in. You guys, please go shop. All the people that are on here. I mean it. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.